Welcome, everybody. My name is Chris Swayze. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm your host. I'm the CEO of this great company that I'm about to share with you. And if it's your first time, you're in for a treat. If it's your second time or third time, well, you're learning something. And you know what? This opportunity is not going to change. It only gets better if you make it better, because it's exactly the same for everybody. And everybody who joins this opportunity will be successful. Just pay close attention and follow the blueprint, because we've designed this for you to win. There is no losing in this opportunity, because this opportunity, as I said, is designed for you to win. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Chris Swayze, and it's been about 31 years now that I've been doing taxes. I'm an income tax professional. So I do personal, business, and corporate. And as I've been working with my clients for the last 30 years, I've found that they've always been looking for opportunities to save money, to get tax write-offs, and to make some extra money, bring some extra income into their families. Well, I've always suggested relationship marketing, and a lot of people said yes and a lot said no. But over the years, as I've been working for other companies, I've decided to create my own. And this company that I've created is probably the greatest thing you'll ever see. Why? Because it's going to change your life. And if you've been in a company where you didn't make money before, you will make money here. And if you didn't make a lot of money somewhere else, you're going to make a lot of money here. But it's your choice. Folks, let me introduce you to Quicksilver Cash. We are everything you've ever wanted in a progressive company. And tonight you're going to find out about our feeder program, which is QSC Global. That's what's taken us worldwide, already in 22 countries, just because of QSC Global. Sit back and pay attention. Here we go. The secret to our success, folks, Quicksilver Cash is a member-based referral program. So when people ask you, what is it? What do you do? Well, it's a member-based referral program. So we have members and we refer others. And our proven time leverage system has been used by banks and financial organizations to create wealth for decades now. Folks, from this, we've formulated our very own success blueprint. Let's talk about the blueprint. It's a very duplicable cash flow generator. You can make money. There's no selling required, because we do it for you. All you have to do is refer a couple of your friends. We'll do the selling. There's no purchasing quotas, so that means there's no auto ship. You don't have to keep buying and buying and buying. You buy once, just a one-time out-of-pocket ever, and you never, ever use your credit card with us ever again, or pay cash. You don't ever have to pay. There's no heavy recruiting requirement, so that means you don't have to go and find 1,000 people, but conversely, folks, if you go and find 1,000 people, you will be rewarded for finding 1,000 people. So everyone you bring to the table will be on your team forever and always making you money. So heavy recruiting, that's your choice. Now, everyone can be successful if they follow the blueprint. Everyone will succeed. Just follow the blueprint. We're going to outline the blueprint in just a second. Folks, let me tell you a little bit more about us. We were founded August the 10th, 2018, and our member base has already grown throughout Canada, the USA, Tanzania, Nigeria, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana. Folks, we've already reached South Africa. So Johannesburg, folks, we're in Pretoria, we're in Australia, we're in Mexico, England, Costa Rica, the Philippines, Germany, the Grenadines, Grenada. We are in the, where do we call that place? The U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix. We are there. Folks, we're in Barbados. This is amazing. We are in Singapore. And of course, we're in Jamaica. Now, if you know any other country where we're not, let's get us there. We make one simple promise to you, folks. It only takes you and two to go through to our top position, and that position we call titanium. But let's talk about the blueprint, because our marketing strategy was designed with you in mind. It's a simple concept with the single purpose of helping you to achieve success. If you follow our blueprint, you will be successful. Well, that's a good thing to hear because in life, you know what? There's nothing promised to us except for whatever we create for ourselves and if we complete it. Well, the same thing here. If you follow this simple blueprint, you will be successful. But getting started is just as simple. It's just $100 USD out of pocket one time ever, and you're in business forever, for life. Let me say that again. $100 out of pocket one time, in business forever, for life, never pay again. Yeah, that's our system right there. There are no monthly fees, folks. So let's talk about the two great programs that we have and the one small entry amount. A one-time $100 USD gets you into the first program. When you cycle 3 times, you will earn a fully paid position in the $500 USD program, which is program 2. Let me break it down. Program number 1. Getting started with $100 USD, there's no membership fee. So that means you, students, adults, retirees, everyone can do this. Now, once you get started for $100, what do you get for $100? We give you $2,500 worth of online member services right away. Now, folks, these services are phenomenal, and no one has ever told me it's not worth the $100. And that's what's really cool, because you get a product right away. Okay? Tell your friends this is not a money game. Okay? This is a business with a real product. So moving forward, your job is to refer 2 people, 2 friends, 2 family, whoever, who will do the same. So that means they will get started for $100. They'll get their $2,500 worth of online member services, and they'll refer 2 of their friends. Now, this company is all about continuum. It's not about you and 2. It's about you and 2 and you and 2 for everybody else, because everyone has the same mandate, you and 2. Isn't that beautiful? We make the load light by everyone doing their part. Okay, qualify for titanium, which is the top position. That's once you got started and have your 2 friends that said yes. When you're at the top, it takes about 7 days for you to get there. You'll start collecting $500 USD. How does that happen? Well, there are 8 new members that will be joining you, okay, because of the efforts of your sales team. We'll elaborate on that as we go forward. Now, when you cycle out, you will receive an automatic $100 USD re-entry to do it all again. Yes, we pay for your re-entry. Folks, this is amazing. You don't have to pay to get back in. After you made $500, we pay the $100 to start you all over again. Phenomenal. And the 2 people you brought in, they're going to follow you. I'll show you how. Folks, your 3rd cycle enters you into program number 2. Now let's talk about program 2, because remember, all you ever did was put $100 in, you earned $500, you earned another $500, and the 3rd cycle you earned $500, and that pays for your program number 2. So in program 2, it's $400 USD plus $100 lifetime membership. The $400 covers your prepaid gift cards, because that's the product in program 2. So in the US, you'll get $400 worth of prepaid gift cards, and in Canada it will be 500 Canadian in prepaid gift cards. So when we say prepaid gift cards, we're talking about gas stations, we're talking about grocery stores, we're talking about Walmarts, we're talking about Lowe's, we're talking about Home Depot, we're talking about McDonald's, we're talking about the dollar stores, we're talking about all the companies nationwide that use a prepaid gift card. You can get any denomination from $25 to $50 to $100, totaling the amount that you're receiving. Phenomenal. Every time you cycle through, that's what you're going to get. So let me show you how that works. All right, so now your 2 referrals from program number 1, they will upgrade to qualify you on their 3rd cash out in program 1. So they'll do the same as you. Their 3rd cycle brings them into program 2, but the cool thing is it brings them under you. So you will always have everybody you brought into program 1. All right, so you will now qualify for the top position in program 2, and that is also titanium. Okay, and watch this, folks. When you're at the top, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for you to get there, and then that's when the money begins, because you'll start collecting $1,600 USD. Remember, all you ever put in was $100, and now here you are in program 2, getting $1,600 US plus $400 in US prepaid cards, or in Canada, you'll get $500 in prepaid cards and an automatic $400 re-entry to do it all again. Isn't that phenomenal? Folks, you'll never have to take another dollar out of your pocket, as we will pay for you to get in again and again. And folks, you can cycle both programs simultaneously. So what does that mean? It means that when you cycle through program 1, remember the third one paid for program 2. So now let's talk about cycle 4. You're going to get cycle 4, and then we'll pay for you to enter again. And then you're going to earn in program 2. So you'll earn $1,600 plus $400 in USD prepaid cards. Plus, we pay for your reentry in program number 2 as well. Can you imagine that, folks? What is that? Let's see, $2,000 plus $500. Let's say you're earning $2,500 over and over again, and $400 reentry and $100 reentry every single month. What about every single week? It's up to you, because we always pay for your reentry. Folks, you will cycle both programs simultaneously. That is cool. Now, what I want you guys to do is build a strong team. And I'll tell you why. Because your leaders are going to be everywhere in the world. You know, our reach is global and we're online. So folks, you heard us mention Mexico. You heard us mention Singapore. How about Australia? What about Tanzania? What about Botswana? What about Jamaica? What about St. Croix? You see, folks, you can find people everywhere. If we're in 22 countries, how many more countries are there left? So folks, we're aiming for 100 countries by the end of this year, and it's up to you. If you've ever watched the movie Jerry Maguire, you know what they always say: show me the money. So folks, sit back. Here we go. I'm going to show you the money, because getting to titanium is where all the money is. Okay, so how do you get there? You got to get started, right? You come in a silver position on your sponsor's success blueprint. This here is called a success blueprint, because once you go through it, you make it to the top and you're successful. You're going to earn $500, and then another 100 puts you back in a silver position underneath your sponsor when you cycle through. But let me break it down. I'll show you how it works. There's 1 titanium, there's 2 platinums, there's 4 gold members, and then there's 8 empty silver positions to be filled by all of these folks here. Everyone is required to bring in 2. So imagine if everyone brought 2. So let's say the 2 gold guys brought in 2. So they would bring in 4 right here, right? What about these 2 gold? If they brought in 2 each, that's 4. So that fills the success blueprint, and then it has to split, because now 2 people have to be promoted to titanium. 1 titanium moves out, the one who's already there, and then these 4 silvers become these 4 golds, and these 4 silvers become these 4 golds on another success blueprint. But what about these 2 gold? They become these 2 platinums on another success blueprint, and these 2 gold become these 2 platinums. But then if it's natural progression and the platinum had its 2 first, then these platinums will become the 2 promoted to titanium. Isn't that cool? So watch what happens to this titanium. He earns $500, right? It says that he has to collect 500. How does it happen? So silver 1 goes to titanium. He earns that. This payment comes in, silver 2, someone joins, that's another 100, so you earn 200. The third payment comes in, that goes to the company. The fourth one comes in, he just earned 300 altogether. The fifth comes in, he's earned 400. The sixth payment comes in, someone joins here, well, that payment goes to the company. So the company get 3 and 6. Now the seventh comes in, it goes to the titanium. So let me see, 1 and 2, 4 and 5, and 7. He just earned $500, just like that. Folks, I know if you have a part-time job, you've got to work 2 weeks and you're not earning $500, but I'll tell you, there are folks earning this in a day. If you do it in a week, phenomenal. You only put like an hour's work into it, and your team has been helping you to earn this money. So your journey begins when you get started here in a silver position. So watch how it all goes, folks. Let's talk about the fastest way to get to titanium, because if that took a week for the system to split 3 times and you to make it to titanium, because everyone brought in their 2, let's show you how a scenario works for the fastest way to titanium. I mean, how many of you would like to do it in an hour? What about half an hour? What about 15 minutes? It's been done. Let's see how this works. Okay, so you get involved. Remember, you've got to purchase a position, a $100 position on your sponsor's success blueprint. But this is where the magic begins. You took a silver position. You have 2 friends on the call. They said, yes, we love this, and they became your referral number 1 and your referral number 2 because they bought a position right after you right now, and you become qualified. Because remember our promise? You and 2 to go through to titanium. Okay, but because the system splits with 4, we need 1 more. So who's going to get that 1 more? If it's you, great. That counts as a 3rd referral for you, but as your first referral for your next journey, which is really cool. That's like 1 in the bank, right? But if someone else brought that person, or if they were here already, it doesn't matter, because what's cool is you and 2, right? So your 2 are date and time stamped, meaning when they came in, the system recorded the date that they came in and the time that they came in. If your date and time stamp are before that of the gold 1, gold 2, or platinum 1, when they bring in their 2, then you go straight to titanium first. But what will happen is, because you're here in silver and you brought in your 2, if they only had 1 each or none, you will bypass them, jump right over, and you will be the very next titanium to collect. That's why that scenario is amazing. So if someone was already here and there was 3 positions and no one had 2, you can come in and occupy these 3 positions and become the first titanium. Isn't that cool? That's exactly how it works. But folks, yeah, that can be done in 15 minutes. When you become titanium, you will start collecting $500 from the new silver positions that are empty, that your team of 6 will help you fill. Okay? These guys being filled here belong to this titanium. So when you become titanium, you're on a new success blueprint. Let me show you how that works. Okay, but first of all, it's titanium in 3 simple steps. You and 2 and 1 more. That's all it takes. You and 2 and 1 more, and you go straight to titanium if no one else had their 2. When you get to titanium, folks, you're going to start collecting $500. This is not a joke. Most people can't get that in their job. Okay? Watch this. Let's look at the blueprint, because you want to know how it splits, right? So let's say this is an existing blueprint, and all these positions are occupied except for the silver. So along comes you. You get excited. Your sponsor says, yeah, join me. So you join, and you took a silver position. You paid your $100. That went to the titanium. So now you brought in silver 2 and silver 3. That's your 2 to qualify you to become titanium. And then for good measure, you brought in number 4. Okay, so now that constitutes 4 and a split. So when it splits, it creates a brand new success blueprint for you to occupy the titanium position. Do you see how that happened? Okay, and then you have your 6 sales reps, which is everyone moving up, all right, and 8 empty silver positions, because those silver positions that were occupied moved up here. You see that? They're now gold. All right, so now you are titanium, and your job is to do what this titanium is doing. But this titanium only collected $300. We promised him 5. So he needs to collect 2 more. So he's helping this team here bring in the other 4 people. So it looks like this. They collect these positions, and then a new titanium is formed. Whoever has their 2 first on this side, whether it was this person, this person, this person, this person, or any of these, they will move up to titanium and now have a new success blueprint with 8 empty silver positions to help pay you. That's like getting a new sales team, and you get your first check as a supervisor when your sales team performs. That's what this is all about. Very simple, folks. We're talking about 1 week. We're talking about an hour. Some people do this in a day. It's all good. It's up to you. Just follow the blueprint. You and 2, and you go through. Or you, 2, and 1 more. That's all it takes for you to get to the top. Okay, so how do we cash out? Let's talk about this. So you get involved. You get started for $100 USD. You referred your 2, and your 2 were date and time stamped, meaning the computer says, number 1 just came in. His name is Jamie. Jamie just came in, and Jamie came in at 8:09 p.m. today. Okay, so this person, his name is David. He came in at 8:10:02 today. So your first one and your second one, date and timestamp. The reason they're date and timestamp is because whoever has the earliest timestamp, which is you and your two, if your two have the earliest timestamp compared to others' twos, then you will go through to titanium first. Okay, so now you've got your referrals, you became titanium, you will start collecting as your team starts building. $500 USD in cash and $100 re-entry that we pay over and over and over again. Now we're into home stretch, folks, because re-entry, we talked about this. We are a true follow me system, meaning everyone that you bring to the table will follow you forever. Your personal referrals will always come back to re-qualify you on your subsequent journeys. But how about you? You're going to follow your sponsor and always re-qualify your sponsor on their subsequent journeys. It's amazing, folks. The computer does it for you. It's fully automated in the back office. So think hard on how you're going to get started, because when you cycle through, you come back in. So the key is either get started with 2 or get started with 2 and 2 more, so that when you come back in, you already have 2 and you can go straight to titanium again. It's phenomenal, folks. All right. So remember, the one that you had in the bank, or if it's 2 in the bank, they count as your referrals right here. So those pending referrals will come on your second journey and become, you'll see them written right in your box as your referrals. And then when the system fills, if you're first, and these guys didn't have their 2, you only sat here for a minute and you went straight back to titanium again to collect another $500. Is that beautiful, or is that beautiful? It's amazing. And we're doing it all over the world, folks. We're sending out MoneyGram. We're sending out Western Union. We're sending out PayPal. We're sending out Bitcoin. We're sending bank deposits. So even wires, bank wires. People are receiving their money in many different ways. So however you would like it, that's what we do for you. Let's look at the recap. Attend a briefing online or in person. So you're here. Tell your friends about it, folks. Get started for $100 USD, no membership fee. So it's 135 Canadian or $100 US. Folks, you can share the opportunity with at least 2 people and make 2 referrals. That qualifies you to become titanium. Everyone must put in $100 and get their $2,500 worth of online services. Now, folks, this is not a money game. This is a business. This is a registered business right here in Canada, doing business online worldwide. You can help your team to do exactly what you're doing. It is a phenomenal adventure, because I remember my first part-time job, I think I had to work a gazillion hours to be paid $500. And now, even in Canada, you're getting paid US, folks. So it's a lot more. Works out to just over 660 bucks. In Canadian for $500. Let's do this. Okay, so help your team do the same, because teamwork makes the dream work, folks. You've got to help. And you know what the secret is to helping? When you help them cycle through, they come back in and re-qualify you, so you don't have to find 2 more. You can use the same 2 people over and over again. But again, you're fighting against time, right? So if you help them and you said, I don't have anybody, help them get their 2. It'll help you get back to the top. Okay, become titanium. You'll start collecting $500 USD over and over again, plus the $100 USD re-entry that we pay for you. Do it all again and again and keep earning that money and never paying us. Remember, we talked in the beginning, folks, we talked about valuable member benefits. You see, this is very important, because for your $100 purchase, this is what we're giving you. So when someone asks you, what do you get for $100? You're getting $2,500 worth of useful online member benefits accessible to you as soon as you make your decision today to get started with us. Once you have a back office, you will see this, member benefits. You click on it, and this is what shows up. It'll show you all these opportunities. Let me highlight them for you. Success videos, learning languages, promo certificates, health and fitness, self-empowerment, cooking and recipes, your very own travel booking engine, and much, much more. I only highlighted a few, folks, but every time you click one of these icons, they tell you all the things you can do and all the other options that you have with different websites that will give you the tools you need to be successful in any of these categories. It's phenomenal. There are ebooks on here that are downloadable, or you can read them right there. Phenomenal. And your very own travel booking engine. Book travel to anywhere in the world from the comforts of home, knowing that you're doing business with yourself. Okay? Phenomenal. Folks, how to get started. It's just as simple. You will receive a link from your sponsor, or they can do it for you, and you fill out your name, address, phone number, what have you, create a user ID and a password, and then the options to pay. Folks, if you don't know, then I'll tell you, or you can email us. Okay, so you can actually pay by email transfer in Canada. You can pay by direct bank deposit in Canada and the US. We have a US bank as well, not just a US account, we have a US bank. Okay, that's TD in the United States. And folks, you can also pay by Bitcoin. That's right there on the website, quicksilvercash.com. It'll show you all the payment methods. And folks, Bitcoin's pretty cool. People are paying with Bitcoin. I hear Bitcoin's going to be rising real soon. And the other options are, if you do need PayPal, we'll give you an address to send it to. You're good. And there are people that are sending Western Union and MoneyGram. We do accept those as well. So just reach out to your sponsor or email the company, quicksilvercash@gmail.com, if you're not sure what's the best method for you to pay to get in. But what'll happen is we'll upgrade you right away. I'll make sure that you're upgraded so you can do business with us and see what's in our back office and share your link with all your friends and family. Okay, we'll get you started right away. Folks, in life, there's always changes ahead. And if something is to change in your life, you have to make that change happen in your life. You've got to make a decision first. Decide to do what others won't do to get what others don't have. So if you need extra money and so do your friends, you need to do what they wouldn't do. And that would be this. You need to make up your mind to put $100 forward to get started so you can earn some serious money. Because if you put $100 in the bank and leave it for a year, they take $10 a month, you have nothing after 10 months. And you made no interest. But you see, if you gave it to a friend, you won't get it back. So now you lost all of it. And folks, if you bury it in the ground, it will not grow. Chances are they'll build a subdivision on the money that you buried, and now you have nothing. So I'm letting you know, if you're about to get a change in your life, you make that change and decide that this is the best $100 that you're ever going to spend on yourself, because you never have to do it again. Okay? Challenge yourself to make that $500 as soon as possible. Don't let anyone get in your way. Don't let anything get in your way. And more importantly, don't get in your own way. You know, when you sit there and say, I need more information, it means you don't have $100. When you sit there and you say, hey, I'm going to take some time to think about it, it means you don't understand that you're about to make $500 real quick. You see, the proof is always in the pudding. When I walk into a grocery store and I see muffins and I see people buying a certain brand, I know that's the good one, and that's what I will buy. I won't say, let me call the manufacturer and see if this is a good brand of muffin and why people are buying it, and let me find reasons not to buy it. It's the same thing here, folks. We get one chance in life to make the right decision, and that decision may change your life forever. Folks, I want to welcome you to Quicksilver Cash. My name is Chris Swayze. I'm your CEO and founder. I'm happy that you took time to be out here with us today, and we'll do our best to help you make that change in your life and earn what you're looking for. You can reach us at 437-775-CASH, which is 2274, and quicksilvercash@gmail.com. You can send your email transfers in Canada there, or your queries worldwide. Any question you have, you can ask us at quicksilvercash@gmail.com. But you know what? If you go to quicksilvercash.com, that's our corporate website that shows you everything about who we are, what we are, why we are, and how it all works. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. It was my pleasure to share this opportunity with you. And I just want to thank all of you, folks.